Hello, welcome to my channel Techify with Adil. So today in this video we will be seeing our next section, Windows editions, in our journey of learning M365 Administrator. So here we will be discussing about the different versions of Windows and their purposes. What are the differences between them? As we have seen before, the hardwares and applications we choose of plan during the purchase of devices. It's also very important on choosing which Windows version you are going to use, because each version has its own pros and cons and its own abilities. So let us see about that. So this is for both Windows 10 and Windows 11 editions. So we have different editions: a Home, Pro for Workstation, Enterprise Elite SE, LTSC, Pro Education, then IoT Core and Enterprise. So Home, who will be the audience person will be is like individual home users. Now normally when we buy a laptop for our individual home purposes, then usually we can use this home version of Windows. Is for available for everyone. Then for Pro is for small and mid-sized businesses and advanced users, everyone. Then Pro for Workstation users for with advanced performance and storage requirements. Say one of the small normal example is with the Home OS, you will not be able to create multiple users. And also if you want to use Hyper-V, you will not be able to do it with the Home. You need Pro version, at least the minimum will be a Pro version. So it's like one of the differences. Then for Enterprise, it is aimed for large enterprise organizations, and availability is not for everyone. So available to volume license, Microsoft volume licensing, then Microsoft Enterprise Agreement and Store for Education or Microsoft Cloud Service Solution Provider Program. Only these only here we will be available with the license for Enterprise. And Enterprise LTSE is large enterprise organization with restrictive change requirements, and this will be for volume licensing, Enterprise Agreement and Microsoft Cloud Solution Provider Program. Then Pro Education, so this is mostly for school staff, administrator, teachers and students on educational organizations. So available for academic volume license customers. Then Education is comparable to Enterprise for school staff and administrators, so available for academic volume license customers. Then IoT Core or Enterprise, this is fixed purpose and appliance devices, available through Windows IoT distributors. This is a special kind of license for particular usage only. Okay, this here we will see more detail about the Home edition of Windows. Consumer oriented desktop edition of Windows. So it offers familiar Windows experience for PCs, tablets and new hybrid laptop and tablets. So the features are, it has Microsoft Edge, Hello, Windows virtual desktops, then photos, map, mail, calendar, video and all this built-in universal Windows applications. Then device encryption, firewall and virus protection, always on VPN, new updates and features received automatically, same as how our other normal computers are. Windows Autopilot. So Windows Autopilot uses an existing or form or reset the device to business ready state, applying settings, policies and apps and edition changes without re-imaging it. It will you can use Windows Autopilot to an existing form, or you can reset the device to a business ready state. So dynamic provisioning allows an organization out of the box PC to be configured with minimal effort. Then MDM support, mobile device management support, allows devices to be managed through an MDM service instead of traditional management solutions. Then join to domain, computers can join domain through Active Directory domain. So ability to join Microsoft Entra ID, this ability enables users to perform single sign-on across Windows, M365 and other cloud hosted apps and services. Group policy management, domain joined computers support the group policy management feature. Then the BitLocker. BitLocker functions as a complete volume encryption and boot environment protection solution. Windows information protection helps protect apps and data leaks on organizations and personally owned devices. Assigned access allows devices to run different applications based on the user. Remote desktop. This feature enables remote desktop connection from compatible remote desktop connections client. So usually RDP to another devices, right? So that's remote desktop. Client Hyper-V. Client Hyper-V allows you to host virtual machines on client computer with sufficient hardware resources. Microsoft Store for Business. So this is the single store for finding, managing apps in organizations. Then Windows Update for Business. This is a cloud-based Windows Update solution for configuring and distribution rings, maintaining Windows peer-to-peer delivery and integrations with the tools like Microsoft Intune. Enterprise Data Protection. This new feature lets organizations control which applications can access sensitive data. Granular user interface control. This feature enables administrators to log the user interface so that users can perform specific tasks only. This feature is useful when deploying Windows as a kiosk. Then Enterprise State Roaming. Enterprise State Roaming provides users a unified experience across organizational Windows devices. These are some of features. Then for Pro for Windows Workstation. So Pro for Windows Workstation Edition offers the same feature as Pro Edition, what we have seen here. So along with the home features, Pro Edition will have all the additional features. Then Pro for Workstation Edition offers the same feature as the Pro Edition, whatever we have seen here. It includes more feature intended for workload that require higher performance and resilience. So Resilient File System, so REFS, provides cloud grade resiliency for data on fault tolerance, storage spaces, and manages large volume. Persistent memory, support for non-volatile memory modules. When turning off the workstation, data and files in memory persist. SMB Direct supports network adapters that have remote direct memory access capability. SMB Direct offers improved performance when transferring large amount of data on remote SMB files. Expanded hardware support takes full advantage of high performance hardware such as server grade Intel Xeon and AMD Opteron processors, which support up to 4 CPUs and 6 TB of memory. So from this we can see it's all for high usage, high performance requirements. So Pro for Workstations will be having all these features in addition to the Pro features. Then this is the Enterprise Edition. So Enterprise Edition builds on the feature of Pro Edition with extra features that need the larger enterprises. So these are the additional features where the enterprise will have on top of the Pro Edition features. Branch Cache, so allows content from file and web servers on a WAN to be cached on computers at a local branch office. Start menu layout control. This feature enables you to use MDM policies or group policies to customize their appearances and content on the start menu. Microsoft Defender Credential Guard. So virtualization based security isolates secrets so only privileged users can access them. So controls what application run within your environment to help block against malware and untrusted applications. It's a security feature. Microsoft Defender Application Guard opens untrusted websites in a Hyper-V container to isolate in case the site is malicious. Microsoft Application Virtualization AppV enables organizations to deliver Windows 32 apps to users as virtual applications. So these are some of the important features in Enterprise editions which we have to remember. So Microsoft User Experience Virtualization. Capture user customization windows and application settings and store them on centrally managed network. license rights for virtual desktops and edition setup from Pro Edition using cloud activation. While this feature is supported, it's recommended that organizations use always on VPN, which is available in Pro, Enterprise, and Education editions. This is direct access. Then the next edition is Enterprise Long-Term Servicing Channel, LTSC. It's a special edition of Enterprise that Microsoft won't update with any new features. So LTSC only gets security updates and other important updates. You can install the Enterprise LTSC to devices that run in a known environment that doesn't change. A typical example would be PC used a part of medical or industrial systems. These environments are typically closed systems designed to a particular specification that traditional updates would affect. So in cases like R&D centers or medical centers or kind of research places where your environment is closed, it's not connected to every outside internet, so it's a closed environment where you'll have connections and you don't want your systems to be interrupted with very multiple updates. They will be going for this Enterprise LTSC edition, so that you will have only main updates pushed down from Microsoft and not every updates, so that you reduce your downtime for upgrading. So the difference between Enterprise LTSC and the standard Enterprise is doesn't receive feature updates. So no Microsoft Edge browser can be installed separately, but by default doesn't come with. No Microsoft Store client. Many built-in universal Windows apps are missing. So it's like a totally isolated edition of Windows. Microsoft releases an updated version of LTSC edition approximately every 3 years. So Windows Enterprise LTSC 2021 is the current release and includes the cumulative updates provided up to and including the version 21H2. So Windows 11 LTSC isn't yet available. Microsoft recommends that customers with devices best suited for LTSC scenarios continue using the Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC. Soon there should be a Windows 11 or a higher version of Enterprise LTSC. Next version should be released. So this is like a customized OS version supporting for certain scenarios only, where we'll have a close environment of usage and we don't want much downtime in upgrading and updating the patches and so on. So the Pro Education and Education offer the same feature as Pro and Enterprise editions respectively, except for the long-term servicing channel. So these editions of Windows have configurations more suitable for school staff and administrator, teachers and students, like more on academic environment. Then IoT, as the name says, is designed for fixed purposes devices. So example include automated teller machines, point of sale terminals, and industrial and medical devices. So Windows 10 IoT Core is a smaller OS designed to run single app, while Windows 10 and 11 IoT Enterprise is a full version of Windows Enterprise with specialist features. IoT and LTSC, while they might sound familiar, are intended for different purposes. LTSC is deployed to a computer for a specific purpose. That's the LTSC purpose. It is installed by and licensed by the company using it. IoT is embedded on a particular device or appliance by the manufacturer. A consumer might purchase the device, but the manufacturer has already purchased the license for that OS. So here it is important to understand the difference between the IoT and LTSC. So LTSC, as mentioned here, is deployed to a computer for specific purpose, and this IoT is more kind of fixed purpose device edition. It's your device will already have a fixed purpose, and the OS is working towards that single fixed purpose only. And LTS is deployed to a computer for, like as we said, it doesn't have it's not on a single fixed purpose. It's for a specific process. For an entire specific process you will be using this LTSC, and your IoT is only for a specific fixed purpose. Say one of the very known example we can consider is point of sale terminals, POS terminals.